A very good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Furahi Day is here with us again. Every Friday we have Lifestyle Friday. We bring you stories about life and the kind of life that we are living, people who are overcoming challenges, people who, just different stories about real people in real life and how they're able to manage. Today I have the story for you. You need to get some serviettes, a handkerchief, something, because this one will bring tears to your ears. But it's a story that has a good ending that I'm sure you will appreciate. A lot of things happen in our homes. And the thing is, many times we keep secrets in our homes because these are the secrets of the family, and these are the things that we don't want people to know, because how will they look at us as a family? But sometimes, you get across some issues and something needs to be done. What would you do if you found yourself in an issue where you're confronted with young girls who are being abused by their father? When I say young, I mean below 10 years. And they're being abused sexually by their father. How would you handle a situation like that? Where do you even begin? This is one such story, and I know that even as we listen to it, as much as the tears will flow, I know we will thank God that there are angels amongst us. The Bible says that we need to be hospitable, because in so doing, sometimes we entertain angels without knowing. I can guarantee you, I have an angel in studio today, and you will get to meet her shortly. It is Friday, Lifestyle Friday, and do I have a story for you? Like I said, I have an angel in the studio. By the time we are done with this story, you'll understand why I'm referring to her as an angel. Angel Gladys Njeri. How are you doing, Angel Gladys?
That's my brand new name.
That is your brand new name, I'm telling you.
you.
Yeah, if by the end of this story, people cannot see that you're an angel,
yes,
they need tutawekelea mkono kwa macho. Waone vizuri.
I give God the glory.
Thank you for agreeing to come to be with us in studio today.
I'm honored.
Yeah. Now Gladys is a corporate trainer, but apart from that, she also does a lot of social work.
Yes.
So during this COVID-19 season, you've been doing a lot of social work in the slums.
Yeah.
What prompted you to do that?
What prompted me to do that is that I have a passion for giving back to the community.
Mm-hmm.
And now during this COVID-19, as many companies know, we are not working.
Yeah.
So people are staying at home. So I thought, instead of staying in the house throughout the day, why can't I go and just assist?
Mm-hmm.
I had heard of a team called Team Pankaj.
Team Pankaj.
Team Pankaj is a group of Asians.
Oh yeah, I was about to say it sounds Indian.
It's
Yes.
a group of Asians in Kenya who have come together to feed the Kenyans in the slums during this COVID-19. So Team Pankaj is doing a very good job. They are actually distributing food in trucks to be given to people in the slums.
Okay.
But now they need volunteers, because they just deliver the food in one place. To take it from there to other places, they need people.
Oh, to do
because
the
you
groundwork.
cannot, to do the door to door, because you cannot do social gathering at this time. You can't collect people at one place. So when I heard Team Pankaj is delivering food in Korogocho slums, and I'm just in the house, I thought, why can't I go and actually give my services, my energy, and my time? So we started food distribution in Korogocho slums, and now we were going house to house. And that is how I came across this family of these girls that I'm living with. Because when we entered into that home, we found that it's a home that really attracted our attention because of the situation that we found. Number one, the thing that attracted our attention at the very first time, we realized that this family is living next to a sewage. This is their house. This is a flowing sewage.
Flowing sewage.
A flowing sewage that has worms.
Oh,
because
my goodness.
just a few meters away from the house, there's a toilet that has overflown. So the toilet is overflowing. It's coming with the sewage and the worms. And then there was small kids who are seated there, very desperate, very dirty, with flies all over their face.
When you say small, how small is small?
Small is small because they are 8, 5, and 3, but they don't look their ages because they are underweight. So they looked very tiny.
Okay.
So my heart went for the small one. Actually, me, I didn't know she's 3 years. I thought she's a year old. Because she was just seated there on the floor, just next to that sewage. And then I was like, how do kids sit with this sewage here?
Yeah.
And then the father was there. Then we asked her, where is the mother? Then the father kept quiet, then told us, no, the mother left and went to where? We don't know. Is she still alive? We don't know. So the father was left with the kids. So that one again drew our attention, And you were like, so you have been staying with the kids all alone? Yeah. Which work do you do? I don't work. Well, so, okay, we gave them the food hamper that we had for that day.
What was contained in the food hamper?
The food hamper had wheat flour, unga ya ugali, had cooking oil, had dengu, had chickpeas. It's a very heavy
it's
hamper.
Something that can take them for
like 3 or 4 days.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Team Pankaj is doing a good job. So we left them that hamper. But I remember personally, I was so disturbed. Because I could see this small girl, the smallest, was not walking.
The one you thought she's 1 year, but
yes,
she's 3.
She's 3. Then I was like, now when she needs to get out of the house, how does she jump this sewage? Then I was
the
like,
sewage is passing?
It is just right at their door. Just right at their door, because when you leave the house, you have to jump, skip the sewage, and then go where you're going. Coming back, the same thing. Actually, on the doorstep, they have put the sacks of the soil to raise it so that it doesn't come inside the house. So for me, I remember I cried. What? I cried because now I imagined this small girl is now in contact with this sewage every day. Because she crawls. When she doesn't have the big ones to lift her, she's crawling. And then she's eating and, all that. I really cried on that day.
But I'm just thinking, Gladys, that is a picture of a father who has lost hope.
Yes.
Because I'm just thinking, I may not have a job.
Yeah.
I may not have money.
Yeah.
But I have hands. At least I can do something about the environment that I'm living in for the sake of my children.
Yes. But now, most people in the slum, and maybe even most Kenyans, most of them believe in this quote, serikali saidia. So the sewage is here with you. As you're saying, you can scoop it and even if with buckets.
Or even try and dig something,
a trench to direct it.
Yeah.
But now they believe somebody should come and do this for me.
Oh my goodness.
That's the mentality. So that one really broke my heart. And we discussed with my team. I work with a team, we call ourselves COVID response team in Korogocho slum.
Yes.
We discussed with the team and we said the very immediate help we need to give this family is organize how we are going to drain this sewage. We call the exhaust tankers, drain this sewage, put new soil so that the place is clean.
Yeah.
And we agreed that's what we are going to do. Then we discussed with the father, we told the father, now we cannot do this work because it might be messy when the kids are around. Would you allow us to have the kids stay somewhere safer as we do all this work, maybe for 2 or 3 days, and then they are returned? The father refused.
Okay.
So when the dad refused, we didn't have any problem with that. We said there are people who are just attached to their kids.
Yeah.
So we just let him be. We work on how to do all this when the kids are still around. But then we agreed, because Team Pankaj has given us a principle. It's one home, one hamper, because there are so many families to be fed, and the food is not too much. So we thought this family, given that even they don't have a mother, we need to come and visit them more. And bring them more food.
Yes. Because
this guy is not working. He just stays there. Actually, I remember the day we visited them, they had just taken some things that are growing on the small shamba that was outside their house. And it's like they were boiling them. They were not even frying them. So to eat. So we decided we'll be contributing food and then we bring to them. So it's a family we have been visiting more frequently.
Okay.
And then when one of the time we were going to now distribute this food, we realized, we talked with the girl, the big girl, and then we asked her, do you go to school? She said, I don't go to school, but Daddy said he will take me to Ushago.
Okay.
And we asked her, what do you want? You want to go to Ushago? She said, no, me, I want to go to school. So that one made us understand this girl has never been to a school, but she has passion. She has the desire to go to school.
Okay.
So we noted that on that visit, and then we went. On another day, I didn't go with the team, but the team called me, and then they told me, Glado, you need to come very urgently, because we are here with this family, and we are told that they have been locked out of their house. They have been sleeping outside for 5 days, and it was rainy days.
Yeah.
So the father had put a sack over a tree, and now these kids were sleeping just down there. And then we could not understand how.
Wow.
then I told the person who had called me, what you need to do, find means of bringing the kids to my house, at least for some days, then you see what to do.
Let me take you back a bit.
Yeah.
Because you had talked about the group you work with. You guys had gotten together and you had said you need to look for an exhauster to come and drain the overflowing toilet. Did you guys manage to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
We did that. We got the sewage removed and we put the soil. But then after a few days again, the sewage came.
Oh.
Because there is somewhere that it was leaking. The way the toilet was done was not proper.
Apart from this family that we are talking about today, I'm sure they have neighbors.
They have neighbors.
How are the neighbors reacting when you guys were doing all this work, feeding them, draining this toilet? How did they respond?
Actually, the neighbors were very, 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 very happy because they were really feeling for these children.
Okay.
Because let me tell you, if a mother deserts the children, it's something that is very sad.
Yes.
Because how do you leave your children? You are a mother. You are the one who has been with these kids all through.
Yeah.
So the neighbors were very happy, and actually they were the ones encouraging us. These kids needs more help, because even the neighbors, when they have something to eat, they share with them. So they were very happy. Even when you removed the sewage, they were very happy. So this day I was told that they are sleeping outside because the house has been locked. We organized for the house to pay for the house, and they went back. But when they went
back, how much was
the
house?
800 per month, and I think they have an arrears of around 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah. So we paid that and we settled that, but we went to visit the dad and we discussed with my team. We agreed, now this man, we need to empower him.
Yes.
Because you cannot keep going to give handouts. So we asked the man, kindly, which business can you do so that we raise some capital for you to sustain these kids? And we gave him some few options, and then he told us, give me a day to sleep over it, then tomorrow I can tell you which particular business I'm able to do. But now when we were leaving, we spent some time with the kids because we would go play with them, make stories with them, spend time with them to just make them feel good. When we were leaving, we found some of the neighbors blocking our way.
Okay.
And they told us, no, you don't need to go. And we asked them why. Because there's another help you need to give to this family. We told them the help we are able to do. We asked the guy which business he can do. We have given them food. They said no, it's more than that. Then we asked, what is it? Then now they are telling us there's a problem, but none of them is willing to speak.
It's almost like they're scared of.
They are scared. They are saying, you say. Then one of the ladies gained the courage and took us somewhere, and then now she told us, there's something that is happening to this family. The big girl who is 8 years came to me and complained of pains on her private parts, both front and from back.
Wow.
And then when I checked, I found that she's not in a good state. And I asked her about it, and she said it's dad who has been having sex with her.
What? 8-year-old?
8 years old. That one connected the dots. When we came, after we were told they are sleeping outside for 5 days, I remember we asked that guy, you mean all these neighbors? There is nobody who would have taken the kids.
At least the kids.
And leave you to sleep wherever you sleep. But have the kids sleep somewhere in their house. Then he really demonized the neighbors. And talked so bad about the neighbors. But one of our members in the team said,
something is
all neighbors cannot be bad. Something is not adding up. And even the very first time we wanted to have the kids stay in a safe place, we removed the sewage, he refused.
Yes.
That's now when we started joining the dots. These kids are not allowed to interact with the neighbors, to talk to people, and even spend time with others, because he's scared they will say the story, especially the big one.
Oh my goodness. I'm wondering, how long did it take for you to do because you said you connected with this family, you went there several times. What duration of time was this before now you discovered what the real issue is?
I think it was almost a month.
Almost a month.
Yeah, almost a month. This big girl was guarded and put under conditions to make her like a slave, never to have time to interact with people. Because I realized when now I took them to my house, she was always carrying the small girl either on her side, on her back, even when they're playing outside. Then I ask her, why are you always carrying this baby?
Yeah.
When you're sitting on a seat, why can't you sit here and your sister here?
Okay, yeah.
Then she told me, no, Mama, you know what? I am not allowed to put this baby down.
Oh my goodness.
So the father had enslaved this girl always to carry the baby so that she doesn't have time to go and
interact with people out there.
When she's in the house, she was the mother to the two. She's the one who would cook. She's the one who would wash clothes. She's
8
the one.
years.
8 years. Even she would tell me, because nowadays they call me Mama. When they came to my house, they had my daughter calling me Mom. Then the big, you see, the two small ones have been calling the big one Mom.
Oh, the 8-year-old.
So the 8-year-old. So the 8-year-old is the one who approached me and said, Mama, are you only Mom to Abigail, or can I also call you Mom?
Oh my goodness.
Then I told her, if you want to call me Mom, then it's okay. So she told me, Mama, you know, when Dad goes and gets some flour for cooking ugali, I cook ugali for my sisters, but huku chini iko na unga haijaiva vizuri, lakini tunapika, and then Dad would tell us to put some salt in a bowl, and then we could put the ugali with the salt and eat it.
No wonder they were underweight. So immediately now the neighbors gave us that story. We got the kids in the car, and we got one of us chick. And so were the kids with you, or had you left them with the dad?
No, they followed us.
Okay.
Because, we used to bring them snacks and all these. So the kids had grown to love the team.
Yes.
So they were also part of escorting us.
Okay.
But when this man saw us with the kids and the neighbors, he ran away.
He knew his secret is going to come out today.
Yes. Because immediately now the men in the group heard that story. They could not even wait. They wanted to just go back and get hold of that man.
Ooh.
But now when they went back, they found the man is not there.
He has disappeared.
And we thank God, because it would not have been good.
Wow.
It's even good that he ran away. So we got the kids in my car, and we checked them, and the one who checked them told us things are not good. So immediately as a team we agreed we are not even going to get father's consent or what. We just take these kids to the hospital, and we are not going to rush into the dad, because we want to know, is it really the dad or another person? So we rushed the kids to the hospital, and we got them examined.
Yeah.
The doctor confirmed.
Because you also need medical proof.
And evidence. So we got them to the doctor. The doctor checked the girl, and she confirmed it's true. This girl has been penetrated, and not only from the front. The dad was penetrating her from front and from back.
And this was something regular?
And it was something regular. The doctor said it's not a one time. It looked regular.
Pause right there. I think we need to breathe, get some air. I can't even begin to imagine.
Yeah.
My daughter is 13 years.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, 8 years?
Yeah.
The father, I mean, it just... I don't even know what to say. You're listening to some music. Remember, this is... I'm even losing my train of thought because I can't even begin to imagine. It's Lifestyle Friday. More of this story coming up. Now you'll begin to understand why I keep saying I have an angel in the studio, because what she's doing for these kids is unbelievable. It is Lifestyle Friday, and boy, do we have a story for you. Gladys Njeri, Angel Gladys Njeri is in studio with us today, narrating a story of a family that she was able to rescue, and it is just sad. It is just sad. I don't know what went. I don't know what went through your mind and the emotional state you are in when now the truth has come out. This man has run away. How did you guys react? Did people break down?
Actually, you know me. I'm a single mother of a daughter.
Yes. Who is right here behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. Yes. So being a mother of a daughter. Yes. You can imagine what I felt. And now we got these kids. When we decided that we are going to the hospital, we were moving as a team.
Okay.
So we said the vehicles move in a convoy. All of us go to the hospital. No more distribution, no more activities.
Yeah, this is urgent. So my car is the one that carried these girls. Okay.
And I'm telling you, as we were moving, the other two ladies we had in the car, they were trying now to discuss how can the dad do this. And I remember I could just tell them, please, just post that story. If you don't want me, if you want me to drive you and arrive to the hospital safe,
post that story.
I don't want to hear that story. I need to concentrate on the road because I can't bear it. The pain is unbearable.
Yes.
So when we went to the doctor, and the doctor confirmed that. We went back to the police station, and we told the police this is the medical evidence. And I thank God that at the hospital they take the child's statement. They interrogate the child so that they are also sure who is doing this. And the girl repeated again, it's the dad. So the police, we told them that it has been stated on the doctor's report, it's the dad who is doing this. The police said this is a case of defilement, and immediately we go for the man. It was already now at night, so I went and dropped the kids at my place first. And I left them with my house manager, and I told her, you need to bathe them, you need to shower them, and make sure that they are okay. And those clothes that they are wearing, because they are stinking. Actually, I always say I am so grateful to my house manager. She's called Miriam.
Miriam, another angel.
Another angel.
2 angels living in the same house.
Another angel. Because Miriam is like Miriam and my daughter were prepared by God for these kids.
Wow.
Because when I was going to do voluntary work in the slum, I was going with them. I was telling them, why are you remaining in the house? Let's lock the house, we go. So when we met the case of these girls the first time and we all cried, they also cried with us. So when I came with the kids at night and I told them, Miriam, these are the girls that we went to see, Miriam did not have an issue. She took them in their stinking state because they were stinking, they were smelling.
I'm sure they were not even taking a shower.
They were not taking a shower. I remember for the first 2 weeks we visited them, every day we went and found them in the same clothes. Not showering, not changing clothes, hapo kwa sewage.
Oh my goodness.
So you can imagine when now we put them in the car, we went with our windows rolled down. Because the whole vehicle started smelling. So I told Miriam, you need to shower them, give them food, and because they don't have clothes, look for big t-shirts in the house and big socks. Let them sleep for the night. Tomorrow we shall know what to do. So we went back to the police station and we went for the guy and he got arrested. So that is how the girls ended up in my house. And they have been staying in my house. This is the 3rd month. They have been into my house. This big one, when we went to the hospital, she was given the PEPS medicine. So she did the PEPS medicine for the first 28 days. But 3 days into my house, they all became sick.
All of them?
All of them. You see the way you change somebody's environment and then they react. All of them became sick. And then I was like, now what is this? Then I had to take all of them back to the hospital. And they were treated and given medication. Then we came back. When they were given this medication, part of it was dewormers. Because of where they were staying.
They were living in,
But that one messed everything up. Because after like 2 or 3 days after taking the dewormers, they started dropping the worms whole.
What do you mean?
Whole. Like the small one, wakitembea. The small one is the one who made us know. You see, this small one, she's 3 years, but she couldn't talk, she couldn't walk. Let me tell you, that's where I hate poverty with passion. Because now this girl, she's 3 years, she can't walk and she can't talk because she's hungry. Physically, she's weak. So I didn't know that she doesn't even know to say. She can't say I want to pee. So we realized now this one we need to put her on the diaper because she's messing everywhere. When we were removing the diaper one of the days, we got a heap of worms.
What?
A heap of worms. I was so shocked. They were laughing at me in the house. And I was like, kwanza at first I said, kwani intestines za watoto zimetoka?
As in the ones were that things, many.
And they are whole. They are many and they are whole.
Oh my goodness.
You know, it's supposed to come out crushed. These ones are coming out whole. And they are big.
Oh my goodness.
Immediately I called the doctor and I told the doctor, I hope it is not the intestines coming out. The doctor asked me why. Because the diaper is full of pink things.
Oh my goodness.
Then the doctor told me if they're coming out that way, those are whole worms, and that means there were too many.
Oh my goodness.
And then these big ones,
they were underweight.
Yes, and then these big ones, they would play outside in the compound, in the house. When they get itchy and scratch themselves, they pull it and drop it when they are playing without knowing. So Miriam and my daughter Abigail kept sweeping the worms on the carpet, on the compound, and throwing them in the toilet.
For sure, Miriam and Abigail are angels.
Oh, they are
Because
angels.
dealing with all that
Yes.
with a good heart,
Yes.
it's not everybody who can do that.
And you see, for Miriam, when I brought the kids, she did not even have an attitude that she needs her salary increased or what. She just embraced them and started working with them. For my daughter, she's 14 years old.
Yeah.
All these years, she has grown alone. She has been the baby in the house, getting everything, all the attention. But she was so open to receiving these kids. That's why I say God had prepared them to receive these girls.
Yes.
Because if my daughter was uncomfortable having other people in the house, then maybe I would not be able to do what I'm doing to these girls. So the doctor told me we need to increase the dose, the deworming dose. And we did that. And after a week, 2 weeks, they started now becoming okay. And even their bellies subsided.
Oh.
You see the way their bellies become so big, they protrude. Now they subsided.
Because zimejaa minyo.
Zilikuwa zimejaa minyo.
Oh my goodness.
Because zimejaa minyo. And at first those kids, I remember the very first days they came to my house. When you serve them food, they would eat and eat and eat, and they don't want you to remove the plate because they're used to being hungry. So they think when you remove the plate, they will never see the food again. So they would eat until they vomit. That's now when you would know, now the kids are full. So when now these worms came out, now they started eating in a normal way.
Wow.
So now my work was to work on their weight because they were all underweight. The 8 years old one was 19 kilos.
What?
19 kilos.
This is the one the father was abusing?
This is the one the father was abusing.
19?
19 underweight.
Oh my goodness.
The 5 years old one was 12 kilos. The 3 years old one was 8 kilos.
What?
Yes.
Kilo nane?
Kilo nane, 3 years. So now I am backed on serious diet. I would blend juice for them. I would give them a lot of milk, especially the small one, because I think she didn't breastfeed. She has high craving for milk. I would give them a lot of milk. I would try to balance their food, give them liver, give them whatever I can understand can boost their weight. And I think like a week ago I took them back for the doctor's appointment, and I was so impressed because the one who is 8 years is now 8 years was 19 kilos, is now 21 kilos. 3 months down the line. The one who was 8 kilos is now 10.5 kilos.
Wow.
So I'm feeling encouraged. There's progress. Now they are shining. Those kids, they were not going to school. Even the 8 years old one could not say 1 to 30, could not say ABCD, could not even write her name. That one, I was so disturbed about that because I was like, 8 years. 8 years is somebody who can even write a small something. So I thought these kids, now to assist them, I need to put them on a learning program. And I talked to one of my friend who is a teacher, and we agreed, now you are going to be teaching these kids. Tell me how much you'll charge them, because eventually, whether they're in my house or in a children's home, they need to go to school. When the schools resume, they need to catch up. So assist them, start from zero, just assist them. And teacher Maggie has been coming now to teach them in my house, and she's charging me something small, which is I think she's also sacrificing, because teaching 3 kids and charging not too much, I feel she's also sacrificing to add value to their lives. So at least now the kids can now say A for apple. They can write something. They are given homework. They can draw some things. They can color. There's some progress that is really making me feel good and feel happy about these kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do these children ever get panic attacks in terms of thinking about where they've come from and having the fear that maybe this is just a dream, one day we will wake up and we'll go back to the slum? Do they have those kind of
these girls? Initially they used to every day they need to ask me one question. Mama, are we going? Mama, will we one day go back to Korogocho? Then I tell them no. Then the following day they ask. The same question. Then I realized this is a point of concern for them. Especially the big one, because the big one is even afraid. She says, "Mama, I would not like to meet Dad because anaweza nichapa. I was not supposed to leave home."
Ooh.
So if dad knows I left home and I meet her, he'll beat me.
Yes.
So I had to assure them, you will never, ever, ever in your life live in Korogocho again. And if you'll go to Korogocho again, you will go to Korogocho as big people, rich people, driving big cars, even carrying that food in trucks to go and help the others, but not you living in the slum. And when I told them that, they relaxed. Now they felt at peace. They don't ask that anymore.
Yeah.
And now they are okay. They are catching up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do the other two ever ask about their father?
Sorry. The other two, okay, they don't ask about the father. But I realized when I opened my gallery to see the photos, this victim one reacts.
Yeah.
But these two, they are like, Baba, Baba, you know. You know them, they are not so much of into this.
Okay.
But the big one, I even told the big one, the photos got deleted from my gallery so that she can relax.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has she gone through any kind of counseling, or is that something you're thinking of a bit later?
She has not yet started the professional counseling, but I'm working on that because I think it's something that she really needs.
Yes.
Because like my daughter told me, there's a day you would see she wakes up very agitated. Sorry. She wakes up very agitated, very behaving funny. Behaving funny.
Yeah.
And sorry. And even sometimes she keeps quiet, and she goes like she's absent-minded.
She's withdrawn.
Yeah. And then when she when she's absent-minded.
Let's take a pause and give you a glass of water. I can still need some water. We'll continue with this story, and your responses are already coming through. This one says, we need real Christ ambassadors like that lady to soothe the tormented body of Christ. I'm telling you, sometimes we always think like we need a lot of money to be able to do this kind of work. We'll find out from Angel Gladys why and how she's able to do this. Keep listening to Family Radio 316 and watching Family TV. In studio with me today, I have Angel Gladys Njeri, and she's narrating to us a story of 3 children that she was able to rescue, and it's just one of those stories that brings tears to your eyes. I mean, I'm just thinking, wow, may the Lord bless you for what you are doing. You know, before we took a break and listened to that song, you know, we're talking about the other children and whether they ask for their father, and you said they don't ask for their father.
They don't. This big one, the victim one, is the one I was saying. There are times she wakes up and she's agitated, she's irritated.
Yes.
And then my daughter had noted there are times when she goes absent-minded. And then when she's absent-minded, she can keep quiet and she's not talking to anyone. And then if you're the one next to her, she'll hit you. And then I'll come back, and then she'll be normal.
Wow.
And then another thing we have noted from her, you see now how she was the mother.
Yes.
She had been robbed her childhood.
Yes.
So she's behaving sometimes she behaves in a way, she wants to show these other 2 sisters, don't you also realize that I'm also now a baby like you are? Because now I can go play with you, I can go, because I noticed when they first came to my house, this girl didn't want to go and play outside with the others. She was staying in the house. She wants to help my house manager with washing clothes, with washing the utensils. And then I kept chasing her out. Go and play. Go and play. Then she would go play for a few minutes, come back. Mama, can I sweep the house? Go and play. Mama, can I remove the utensils? Then I told her, I told you, you go and play. So I used to force her to go and play. Because for her, she was conditioned. These 2 are allowed to go and play. But for you, you are the mother. You should stay back, cook for them, sweep the house, do all these things. So when she plays, she would feel guilty. And then now she was like, where is this what is this environment that I'm being told to go and play? So for the first time, it was very difficult for her to understand what is this that I'm told to go and play. So it is like now the girl is coming back in touch with her childhood. And that one is making me very excited about her development.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good. By the way, in case you're tuned in today and you are a children's psychologist, your help is needed.
Yes.
Your help is needed because this girl needs to talk to someone, a child psychologist. So if you are a child psychologist, we need your services. We need your help during this season. Many of us have the notion, I don't have enough. That's why I'm not doing anything. Siku nitashinda jackpot. Tasaidia maskini.
Siku nitakuwa
millionaire. I mean, just listening to this, taking on 3 children during this time that people are losing jobs. People don't have enough resources.
Yeah.
How? Why? We want to find out because many of us give excuses, but for you it seems like it's something that comes naturally. Why do you do this and how do you manage?
You know, number one, if anybody went and found those kids in the situation they were and just see the real thing on the ground, they needed urgent help. What you needed to do is pick them, take them out of there, think the logistics later. And that is what I did. I took them as a mother. Now the mother in me got overactivated, and I acted very fast as a mother. And when the dad got arrested and they didn't have anywhere else to stay, immediately I told them, these kids will have a place in my house. Later is when now I started thinking the logistics. Now I was used to taking care of one girl. Now I have 4.
Oh, you have 4.
So now we laugh in the house and say our house is a house of 6 girls. A house, we call it the girls' dome.
Yes.
Because we are all girls.
Yeah.
And then the logistics started flowing in. But you know, God asked me one question. If these kids were your 4 biological kids, even with this COVID-19, would you not feed them? And I was like, wow. Yeah, if they were mine, I would not throw them away because there is COVID.
Yes.
Still, I would feed them. So I decided whatever we have in the house is what we shall share with these kids, and life goes on as normal. I told my house girl, you will be dividing 1 packet of milk. You divide it into two portions. You cook one day and the rest the following day, so that we can manage. Because somehow we have to manage. We have to pull through this.
Yeah.
And that is how I've been managing. And then God has been really encouraging my heart, even with a verse, Proverbs chapter 11, verse 25. It says that he who refreshes others will themselves be refreshed.
Yes.
And I said, I need to refresh these kids. I need to be at the source that they find refreshment. Because let me tell you, Pasi, we pray for things and we forget God is a God of principles.
Yeah.
You are seated there, you are saying, oh, this COVID-19 things are bad, economy is bad, everything is bad. But you forget, you are praying, God, remember me. God, do this for me. God, refresh me. You forget God works with principles.
Yes.
His principle is he who refreshes others
will also be refreshed. Yes.
So is your neighbor sleeping hungry as you watch and you're busy in your house praying?
Wow.
Do you need to pray or do you need to take a packet of unga to that neighbor? Because God cannot miss out his principle. He's a principled God.
Yes.
So that is now what God has been encouraging my heart with. And I said, with the little that I have, that is what I'm going to bless these kids with. Because we cannot wait until when we become big time. We cannot wait until when we become millionaires.
Yeah.
If you cannot start helping somebody with a packet of milk, believe you me, even if you own a factory of milk, you will not be able to help. Yeah. Mother Teresa is my mentor. And she once said, if you cannot feed 100, feed 1. So the question is, during this COVID-19, times are hard, times are difficult, but are you feeding 1? That's the question. Are you feeding 1? And I keep asking people, we have cut down on so many other costs because of this COVID-19. If you look at my nails, I've not done them. They are natural.
Yes.
I used to go and do my nails. You see?
Yeah.
If I look at you, you look like somebody who was going to the gym before. Now you cannot go to the gym. Where are you taking your gym money? Where am I taking my nails money? If you look at my hair, it's natural. I've done it in a natural way. I'm not going to the salon because of COVID. So where am I taking my salon money? Because if life was as normal, I would do the nails, I'll do the hair, I'll go to the gym, I'll do all that.
Yeah.
So if you cannot sacrifice that little, And I watched Kenyans do panic shopping when COVID was announced.
Yes.
People shopped until now what you shopped you became waste. You threw them in the dustbin. And there are other people who needed that.
Sleeping hungry.
You are buying over and extra for your one child, your two children, your small family, because that's what you are caring about. But if you can only share the little
that you have
with another one who doesn't have,
Yeah.
that is the principle that God will use to bless you.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, are there people who try to discourage you when maybe friends and family, when they learned that you have taken 3 children, strangers into your own home?
Yeah.
Are there any people who try to tell you, I think through this thing properly?
Yeah, I have had mixed reactions from my friends because for the 2 months I have just taken care of these girls single-handedly.
Okay.
And there are times I went moments of being told everything, and I'm told, Gladys, number one, you are not understanding it's COVID time.
Yeah.
It's economically it's tough. You are not even going to work, you are staying at home yourself.
Yes.
So what is this madness of now adding into your budget? Because at times it would get so hard, and I would call to my friends, please, we are pressed in this way, are you able to assist? And then before somebody assists you, they lecture you.
Anakupaka msomo.
So you want us to help you, and you got yourself into this.
Oh my goodness.
You know, and then now, actually what was really breaking my heart is people were lecturing me, and they were telling me, Gladys, you're not even being fair to your daughter. You are invading your daughter's space. You have brought other kids into your daughter's life. Your daughter is not going to be okay with this. You know, you're not mindful. You know, you're going to lose your daughter, you know.
Oh my goodness.
And they were like, so me, I was like, okay, if I'm invading my daughter's space and I'm giving my daughter's things to these girls, so what are these girls supposed to do? What would they have done? Did they themselves apply to live such a life?
No. Wow.
And if people feel that my daughter needs all this space to herself, she has had it for 14 years. If my daughter needs to have everything to herself, she has had it for 14 years. So is my daughter now more of a child
Than the other
these ones? Why do... And you know now that when I get such comments from my friends, I feel now the selfishness. I want to secure this space for my children. I want to secure all these things for my children. Your child is one, but you buy like five packets of crepes, every flavor.
Yes.
And it's just one. And na unamsimamia akule. Asipatie wengine.
I'm glad, because from what you're sharing, and even the fact that your daughter may not be on camera, but she's in studio with us.
Yeah.
It seems like you've given her a good foundation.
Yeah.
You know, because she has embraced these 3.
Yes.
She didn't know them. They just came suddenly. But somehow she has a good heart towards this whole issue. I'm glad you gave her a good foundation.
You know what happened with my daughter? Me, I go to give back to the community so many times in the slum. I don't leave her. Even my house manager.
Yeah.
I don't leave her. We go out, we lock the door.
Yes.
So when we go out with my daughter, she sees the life other children are living. In my house, I have a principle. If I buy something for her, you know the way in the evening you are going back home, you want to buy some snacks for your baby.
Yeah.
If I come with anything in the evening, she shares with the house manager. If there are biscuits, they count the pieces. If there are 20 pieces in that packet,
Yes.
she takes 10, the house manager takes 10.
Wow.
And I don't force it.
Yeah.
She automatically does it. And if she gives to the house manager and maybe the house manager refuses, she's the one who feels bad because she has known to share.
Yes.
It's good to train our kids to share,
Very
because
true.
at this time I would be having difficult time.
Yes.
But I'm having easy time because now she has learned how to share. So I'm very happy about my daughter, and that's why I keep saying, may God bless her.
Awesome.
Because of being there, playing the big sister. She has even now learned how to put diapers. Everybody in the house is doing it.
Yeah.
And we are not complaining.
Wow.
Yeah.
We thank the Lord for that. I can see several people sending in SMSs, reaching out to you and asking if there's any way they can help you to continue sustaining the kids. I know my time is up, but I know this is an issue that's with children's, what do you call it?
Office.
Children's office. They're
Yeah.
still looking into it, you know. But for you, as you look at these kids, what kind of future would you desire for them to have?
Number one, what I'm working on currently is their education. That is why I have the private teacher come to my house to teach them, because education is key.
Yeah.
So I really want them to have a very good educational background. And number two, I am trying to nurture their foundation in God, because they have never
Very
been into a
important.
Sunday school.
Imagine.
But nowadays they come to our house. When we are eating, we are praying together. When
Yeah.
we are sleeping, we are praying together. Until now, the big one, we are calling her in the house, we are calling her the prayer prefect. She's the one who wakes up the big girls.
Yes.
You have not prayed, wake up. Don't
Wow.
eat, you have not prayed.
Wow.
So I want to nurture that. Another thing that I want to nurture into them is that I am helping them, not because they just get helped. I am helping them so that one day they also help somebody else.
Yes.
Because I want to keep that river flowing.
Wow.
Because most of the time what happens is that we get helped by other people, but when you get here and now you are working and everything is okay, you look like nothing has been a mess into your life.
Yeah.
And you don't want to help.
You don't
like
want to
got
give
help.
back.
You don't want to give back. So I want to instill in this kid's life.
Yeah.
I'm helping you for you to go and help. That's why I'm telling them the only time you shall go back to Korogocho slums is when you are going to help.
Yes.
Because I want them to go there. If God helps me to even see them when they are grown-ups, I want to follow up. Are you going back to Korogocho slums?
To help.
To help.
Wow.
Yeah.
Angel Gladys, we are out of time.
So bad.
But thank you so much for coming in today.
Yeah.
Today on the devotional hour, we were talking about the fruit of the Spirit, and we were focusing on self-control and goodness. And I think your life is an example of goodness. Si ile tu ya kuongea.
Yeah.
It is speaking and doing. Like the song says, tenda mema,
Nenda zako.
zako.
Yes.
May God reward you for what you're
Amen.
doing.
Amen.
And a big thank you for those who are reaching out, finding out if there's any way they can be of help to Angel Gladys and her family of angels. 6 angels in the same house, I'm telling you. That's a blessed hope. Those kids are
Yeah.
going places, by the way.
Amen.
Those kids are going places. So for those reaching out, I will connect you with Gladys so that we can see how you can also be able to boost her in what she's doing. I'm out of time for Lifestyle Friday for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that story has blessed you and encouraged you. I love what she said. You may not be able to feed 1,000, but you can feed one. Find that one that you can feed today and be a blessing in their lives.
For this and more of our shows, log on to www.familymediaonline.com to enjoy a wide variety of programs from current affairs to testimonials and features, pastoral and inspirational shows, kids entertainment, and so much more. Also stream live on www.familymedia.tv.